Hey, how y'all doing out there in YouTube land? The Stiletto coming at you from the Wild Wild West. Well, we got an unboxing here. This one's coming from Sencut. And as you can see, it's already been opened because we had a blooper. So I decided to do the video over. But it was unboxed just moments ago. Let's go ahead and take it out. And what model is this? This is the Watuga. I think I'm saying that right. Watuga. And it has D2 blade with a G10 handle. Got the labeling. Trying to show you the box, so you know what the real Sencut box looks like. I always like to show people the real stuff so they know what to buy. Because if you get something off of eBay, you never know. You know, if you don't really know what it is, you might get something that's not the real deal. This is coming from the company itself. I bought it straight from the company. And the reason being is because I want this model in particular. I decided I want to try out one of these Sencuts because they're coming out with some button locks I really like. And as y'all know, I'm a big button lock fan. And here we go. It comes with all the goodies. I'm trying to flip it around my fingers here. Got all the goodies that come with it. Got a cleaning cloth. I love it when knife manufacturers do stuff like this. I think it just adds a little extra touch to it. And this is supposed to be a budget knife, and they're giving you first class treatment here. This knife, I think it was $53, I think it was. $53 on the Sencut website. I know you can get them cheaper, like at White Mountain Knives, like for like 40 something, like $48 or $47, something like that. But they're out of stock. Oh no, they said that they're coming soon, that's what it is. They don't have them yet. But I wanted one when I saw this model in particular, because y'all know I love the shark's foot. So I like those sheep's foot style blades, or actually like sheep's foot / Wharncliffe style blades are the ones I like. The ones that have a little bit of stabbiness to them. They give you that nice long blade, that point like a sheep's foot point or Wharncliffe point. Let's leave the box out here so everybody can see it. Sencut. Here we go. Let's wait real quick. I'm sort of going to get this stuff out the way because I want to enjoy the knife. 3.7 ounces. So it weighs about the same amount as an 80 20.5. 80 20.5s are right at 3.6, 3.7 ounces. So I'm going to write it right there, depending on which model you get. The blade thickness. Get zeroed out. Okay. Three millimeters. Okay. Got that out the way. Blade length. Just so you guys can see it. Right at 3.5 inches exactly. If you measure it from down here, it's 3 3/4. The total length, including the pocket clip, is 8 inches exactly. If you don't want to include the pocket clip, it's almost like 7 5/8, a little bit over 7 5/8. The internals of the knife have been skeletonized. It's got full stainless steel liners. They've been skeletonized with natural G10 scales over them. The G10 scales are beautiful because they're almost translucent. It's like you could see through them a little bit. It's like a sexy woman with a see-through dress. Don't you love that blade? Oh man, I love this blade. This is the kind of knife I will carry all the time, just like my 80-20.5, because I love this blade. These types of blades are perfect. You hear that? Perfect for opening boxes and packages and doing those daily cutting chores that, I do every day. It's great for food prep. This would be a great, knife for, doing my salami and cheese, my salami and cheese crackers all the time, like I do for lunch all the time at work, on my lunch break. Perfect. I could pull this out in front of people I work with and nobody's gonna freak out. Great work knife, great work knife. And I love these button locks. The button locks are, I would say, the new button locks that everybody's making. Like Kaiser and Civivi, not the Sencut. Artisan's even getting into it, and they have the CJRB Lago. I think it's called the Lago. That's an awesome looking knife. And there's a lot of people making really nice button locks. It's not just ProTech no more. And they're all under $100. They're all like under $100, and like the top of line models might be like right around 100 or a little bit over 100. I'm talking about the ones with the powdered steels. Like, I don't know, CPM 1, S35VN, or what's the other powered steel I saw? AR RPM 9, the one that Artisan uses. And what else did I saw? I saw another kind of steel that was really interesting. But anyway, there's a lot of people making affordable button locks now. It's not like you just have to spend $200 to get a ProTech button lock. It's not like that no more. These knives are beautiful. And let's compare it to some of my other ones. Let's bring the other Civivis out, my favorites. Let's do a comparison. Absolutely love it. It's a beautiful knife. Beautiful. Look at the centering. Typical Civivi. I know it's a Sencut, but it's made by Civivi. Let's just keep it real. Sencut is like the budget version of Wii, and then like the mid-grade version is the Civivis, I guess now. Civivi used to be the budget version. Sencut took that over, and now Civivi is more like a mid-grade knife, and then the Wii knives are the top of the line. These have excellent build quality though. This knife has excellent build quality. It's just like a Civivi. It's no different. Excellent build quality. This blade is D2, which is a great steel for a knife this size. This one right here was my first one. My first Civivi button lock, the Cogent. Not this one in particular, but this was the first model that I purchased. I have 3 Cogents. The first one I got, I think it was the Damascus and Micarta one. I bought last year, that, and then after that I got that one. I had the Purple Haze one, not the Purple Rain. I was calling it Purple Rain after Prince. Purple Rain, and then this one this year. This is the one for this year I bought. This is the JG10. I love JG10. I love it so much that I had to turn one of my 80-20.5s into a knife that has like the same finishes, the black and the JG10. I love that combination. It just looks so sexy. It's just sexy. But anyway, let's leave these open. The next one I purchased was the Cogent. And this is the next Cogent I purchased. The Damascus and Micarta handle. OD Micarta handle. Green Micarta handle. And I polished out the blade. Absolutely love it polished. Put a mirror polished edge on it. I think it's like a 17-degree edge, or it might be 18 or something like that. Most of the edges I put on my knives are always like in between, for pocket knives, in between 17 and 20 degrees. Absolutely love these. These knives are so good too. This knife I've had for a while now. This one I bought in January, and There's no blade play, no up and down blade play, no side to side blade play. The knives are perfect. I mean, the build quality, the finish. This is Chevalier. It's perfect. This one has a 9CR Damascus, and this one I can't remember. I want to say it's like the Sandvik steel. I can always get lost on all. It's like 14, whatever, 20, whatever. You know what I'm talking about. The Swedish Sandvik steel that everybody likes, stainless steel. I think that's what this one is. And this one, I want to say it's the Sandvik steel also. I can't remember exactly, people. I'm pretty sure it's Sandvik steel. This one's a 9CR, and this one's the new one. The Sencut is a D2. Because I think I have one of these. I think my other conspirator was it N690 steel or something like that. It's a different steel. They all have, they don't all have the same steels. Lots of them have different steels or whatever. This was D2. I think this might become my favorite out the bunch. One thing I noticed though, the one that I would use, that I would want to have for a self-defense folder also would be this one. The reason why is because the big finger groove, my hand really fits in here, so even if this lock is to give out, this blade's not going to go anywhere. As long as I got my finger in this finger groove. It can't close. It just pop back open. So I feel really safe with this one. Even though it's not the most stabby blade, I think it's the safest out the bunch. See what I'm talking about? The big finger groove right there? That protects your fingers if this lock gives out. Button locks are good locks. I would say that they're probably stronger than, like, let's say a liner lock, but they're not a super strong lock. And with knives that I always say that don't have super strong locks, I always recommend that you get a flipper, because if the lock gives out, the blade won't be able to fold in on your hand. The flipper will protect your hand. And knives like this are perfect for pocket knives, for everyday carry pocket knives, for knives that you carry to work and places like that, where you don't really want to have a super big knife or something like that. Because, like if you're like me, I work in an environment where if I was carrying a big knife, I'm sure it'd get frowned on. And I don't even want to go there, I like getting my paycheck every month, twice a month or whatever. So I'm not even going to go there. I'm not going to put myself in that position. And so I carry things that I use as tools. And this is a perfect knife for a tool, for me, for opening up packages and boxes and things like that. Now this knife I haven't really carried this much. Why? Because the Chevalier is not that attractive to me. And you know me, I like my knives to be a little bit sexy. And this one, no, it looks like a librarian. I shouldn't say that. There might be some hot librarians out there. I shouldn't be saying that. A school teacher or something. But anyway, I like this one because this one's sexy. This one looks like a thick babe. Oh yeah, from down south somewhere. I like this one too. This one's more like a California girl. More like a California girl. And this one is everybody's girl. Oh, isn't that one sexy? I think I like this one the best. Even though it doesn't provide the most protection, I would say it provides the least amount of protection out of all of these, if the lock was to give out, because the flipper's not that big, so it's got jimping on it. It's got jimping on the flipper, so it does grab your fingers a little bit if the lock was to get out. So you would actually get a warning at least. But if you're holding it up here in the front finger thing, then you wouldn't have to worry about that anyway. But I do like this front finger choil because it sort of reminds me of the American Lawman from Cold Steel. And that's one of my favorite all-time pocket knives. For everyday carry pocket knives, for a utility knife. I love the American Lawman. And this one sort of has a lot of the same vibe going on as the American Lawman, because you got that big front finger choil and the I don't know, it's just a really useful blade shape. This is a really useful knife. I think this would be good for a lot of people that want a really useful everyday carry knife. Absolutely loving it, people. Let's weigh them all out and see which one weighs the most. Let's have a weight contest. See which one's the most lightweight and sexy, or overweight and sexy. All right, here we go. First one up, we're gonna do the oldest one first, the first model, the Cogent. 3.8. Okay, so we're gonna leave that one right there until something is lighter. 3.7 for the Conspirator. We'll put the lightest one on the bottom. 3.2. Uh-oh, is that right? 3.2? Yep, 3.2 for the Chevalier. Uh-oh, the Librarian's sexy. She got a sexy figure. 3.7 for the new one, the Watuga. I like that name, Watuga. Why? What's this one? 3.8. Okay, that's the heaviest one. Watuga. Do you guys like the Black Panther Marvel series of movies? The first one? And they got the new one coming out. Wakanda. You know, Wakanda forever. That's what Watuga reminds me of. Watuga forever. But so it has like, I don't know, like the African name or something. I just like the way it sounds when you say it. If that's the real name, if I'm saying it right. I want to call it a Watuga. Let me see what I got over here. Get my magnifying glass real quick. Make sure I'm saying it right. Watauga. Watauga. What would you? How would you pronounce that? I pronounce it Watuga. Watuga. Yeah, Watuga. I like it. I like it, Sencut. I like it. You sold me on it. I absolutely like this one. Only thing is, this pocket clip matches this knife, so I can't even say that. But I like the way all these others came with black pocket clips. But this one's, blacked out. All the hardware's blacked out, so it matches. This one matches what it has. This has like a Stonewashed D2 blade. It's actually a really nice knife. Absolutely love it, people. I think it's great for a pocket utility knife. That could also be a backup for a self-defense tool if need be. Beautiful. All right, people. I'm going to go ahead and put this one out there. Got a couple videos I did for you guys today. I'm going to go ahead and release them both out today. Y'all can watch them. It'll be out late. Because I got home later today again. So it'll be coming out tonight. So most of you might see it tomorrow. Anyway, peace out. Stiletto. Y'all have a great one. Peace.